Hey guys, Nerdcules here. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for cardio and new comics. Let's get at it. All right, guys, not a big heavy week, but still some gems to be found for sure. Here we got Penguin number 2. This has been a super cool series. Loving the Batman stuff lately. You know, we checked out the Gargoyles book a few weeks ago, and this is very cool too. So definitely check out this, especially if you're a Penguin fan. And he's an awesome villain, and I feel like not quite utilized as much anymore. And then here we got the Saturday morning variant of Death of the Venomverse. Now, you guys know I'm a sucker for those Saturday morning variants. I love them. I think they're super fun. And this Death of the Venomverse storyline has been really cool, where you basically have all these different carnages across the multiverse seeking out and destroying all these different types of venoms. And then they're allying and fighting back. So it's very cool. It's very fun. If you love symbiotes, this is a must pick up for you. But given that it was kind of a light week, I figured we'd actually take a little bit deeper look at this book that came out a few weeks ago. The Uncanny Spider-Man. This is an awesome book. You know, when I heard about it last spring, I was really excited for the idea of like a Nightcrawler Spider-Man crossover. I feel like that's just really cool. And I like all these different versions of Spider-Man as they're coming out. So, I like the cover art here too. We get right out the gates, the kind of background. You know that it's Nightcrawler, right? The iconic tail too definitely gives it away, and his feet. But at the same time, he's Spidey. So, kind of want to know what's going on in this. Now, we open it right up, just like we've seen in a lot of books lately. Wonderful tribute to John Romita. Really beautiful. Same kind of spread we've seen in a lot of books with some of his iconic covers. This, I'll say as an aside, was the very first comic I ever collected. So definitely got a special place in my heart for the wedding issue of Spider-Man and John Romita. But then jumping into the story, it's right into the action, which I think you got to do when it's a new book like this. And the boom, that sound when Nightcrawler appears. And he's there to just fight some baddies. I love this. Got some nice quips. You need to practice your parking, pal. Just like you would want out of a Spidey book as well. But it kind of carries us through. We're seeing just kind of some of this action. And it's pretty cool to see Sentinels in a Spider-Man book, to see that kind of crossover between the worlds is really fun. And I feel like has not been utilized enough since Disney acquired Marvel, right? And so it's really neat to start to see some of that happen a bit more. But a lot of this book is really just setup of the powers and things like that. And then, of course, we got to have our favorite webhead here. Oh my gosh, if I can talk, to just kind of help solidify that, Nightcrawler is a new kind of spider character and give us a little bit of background on who he is and things like that. So, sharing a slice, sharing, angsty moments of the heart, I'll leave it to you when you read through it yourself. But it's very good and does help to kind of give a level of validity that Nightcrawler is now more than just the Nightcrawler we've known. He is now kind of part of this Spider-Verse as well in a way. And then I love this. We're kind of getting a feel for who some of our other villains are going to be and kind of what's going on. And then this director Vulture is really awesome. I like how they're doing it in the wings and it's all lit up through there. That's really cool. Kind of almost like a Iron Man Vulture type of thing, right? So I'll leave it at there. I don't want to finish out the book, but it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth checking out. There's some cool things in here having to do with the tension between mutants being kind of hunted, as they are in the X-Men books oftentimes, and then the general public just loving Spider-Man, and the two worlds of that Nightcrawler is kind of juggling through. I will say, if you want to follow this arc, came out a few weeks ago. There's a couple of other books that helped to kind of go along with it that already came out. A couple that came out today. So definitely worth picking up too, Realm of X, Jean Grey, and then a couple more things in the coming weeks. So definitely more X-Men books that we're seeing here, but just an awesome way to kind of see how that plays out for Nightcrawler. So let me know if you've picked up this book, what you think about it in the comments. But until next time, high five, subscribe.
Subscribe. Oh yeah. Nerdcules.